Some women don't chase, and yet they linger in a man's memory like a phantom he cannot dispel. They do not cling, they do not beg, they do not perform for affection. Instead, they step into silence, and in that silence, something ancient awakens. For the masculine ego, her absence is not emptiness, it is confrontation. It is the mirror he fears to look into, where all his shadows rise to meet him. And when she withholds her love, she touches a wound older than words, a wound buried in his unconscious, the wound of not being enough. He does not understand why her distance cuts deeper than rejection. It is because she does not push him away. She simply stops reaching. And in that subtle withdrawal, his illusions collapse. What once felt like dominance, control, possession, certainty, unravels. Her stillness exposes the hidden truth. He is not the center of her world. Carl Jung spoke of projection, how man casts his inner anima onto woman, turning her into the vessel of his unhealed soul. When she withholds, that vessel shatters. He sees not the goddess he created, but the emptiness within himself. It is here, in this fracture, that obsession takes root. He chases, he demands, he performs tricks of conquest to reclaim her attention. But soon he realizes, her silence cannot be conquered. Her refusal is not loud rebellion, but quiet sovereignty. And that quietness haunts him more than anger ever could. For in her withdrawal, she ceases to play the role his ego wrote for her. She no longer mirrors his power back to him. Instead, she reveals the abyss where his self-worth should be. This is the secret wound she touches, the boyhood fracture, the unmet mother, the deep insecurity he has buried beneath conquest and control. Here lies the danger and the magnetism. A man, confronted with this wound, may oscillate between obsession and avoidance. He may despise her for awakening what he wished to forget. Yet, in the same breath, he is drawn to her as if she were the only one who has ever seen him. Such is the paradox of shadow work. The wound and the healer wear the same face. The Stoics would say that nothing external can truly wound a man unless it strikes where his own illusions reside. And so, her detachment is not cruelty, it is truth. It forces him to see that love cannot be coerced, cannot be owned, cannot be chased into submission. For the woman who withholds does not do so from bitterness. She does so from wholeness. Her value is not suspended in the hands of another. Her love is not a performance for validation. It is a gift, and only those who stand steady in their own soul can receive it. She becomes archetype, the untouchable, the self-possessed, the feminine who reflects not his ego, but his shadow. Her power is not in denying him, but in knowing herself. And that knowing is the flame he cannot extinguish. The wound he feels in her absence is not her cruelty. It is his own forgotten hunger for worth. And though he may never confess it, he will remember the woman who touched this place within him, not because she gave him everything, but because she dared to give him nothing. And so, the secret is revealed. It is not the woman who loses when she withholds her love. It is the man who is forced to meet himself in the silence she leaves behind. The woman who walks away in silence isn't weak. She simply sees more. Would you, like me, to also craft cinematic image prompts to match this script, so you have ready-made visuals for editing your video?